Wow, I've been muted this whole time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the lab. You know, sometimes things happen. Sometimes sometimes you just forget to unmute yourself. Anyway, I'll just restart everything. My whole spiel. Well, I hope you've been doing well. Tonight, we're playing more Apollo Justice. Let's see. Right. I apologize for being late again. It's not something I can really control. Because I've just been really busy lately, that's all. And this whole streaming thing is a secondary thing. It's a hobby. It's a hobby I really love, but at the end of the day, it's still a hobby. Alright, enough being negative. Let's just play the game. We're here. That's all that matters. Besides, I bet all you guys who watch me anyway, you're all a bunch of night owls too, so I bet you don't mind. Alright, music. Stop. Here we go. So, last time, we were set on three-way adventure. We had to find Trucy's panties, which we did. We had to find the guy who fucking did a hit and run on Phoenix Wright. And we had to find a noodle stand. Thankfully, we found the noodle stand and the car of the guy who hit Phoenix Wright and the panties. You know, the most important thing, obviously. Oh, right. Also, Emma Sky's here. And there's another Gavin. Who could have seen this coming? Not me. Let us continue from our last save point. Right. So, Sky connection. Right. Phoenix gave me a note or something, right? Why is my button not working? Hold on, just 1 second. Controls? Circle pad. Stick directional pad. Up, down. Okay, it is bound. Made sure to have a full bottle of water right next to me. Alright, well. It seems everything's fine. So, let's just go back. Can't just press B to go back. It's kind of annoying. The B button just is not working. Whatever. Let's move. Right, anything agency. Hello, Trucy. The case.
I think we should focus on finding more information about the case.
You seem to be having fun.
Of course. This is my first criminal investigation. And it's so mysterious.
Noodle stand pushing a dead man along? I think it was the other way around. The dead man was pulling the stand. But you're right about it being mysterious.
I knew it. More information, that's what we need.
You're right about that. Okay. all the character designs in Ace Attorney are so good. There's very few that I actively dislike. And the ones that I do dislike, I mean, they're made so that you're supposed to dislike them, like fucking Dr. Hickfield / Hottie. Oh, and Salmonella, who could forget that? Where do we go? Let's go to... Maybe we get to see Mr. Walkie / No? Okay, how about we go to Kitaki Mansion again? Anyone here? Plum's not here. Nothing really changed here. Let's go to the park and get to see Sky. Do I have anything to present to you? No. But talking. I swear Phoenix gave me something to talk to her about, right? Trucy's panties. Mirror. Fitz car at the Merctis Clinic. Is there like a joke in this name here? Is it like something backwards? Is it Sit Car M? No. I guess we're not supposed to go here. What are we supposed to do? Eldune's house? Oh.
Oh, Mr. Eldune. Hello?
Looks like you left.
And we found a stand and everything. What about our free bowl?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. Sorry. So sorry.
Ah, what a bummer.
Damn, guess we can't have our bowl of salty noodles. It's like nothing really changed here. Let's go to the garage. No, no one's here. Still that weird mannequin. And our friend the skeleton. Let's go back to the agency. Dune's house, field clinic, detention center. Basically been everywhere, right? Let's talk to Phoenix again, see if we're missing something. Sky connection. So you know her, don't you? Yeah. She was still a high school student at the time. Right. I've read this before, so I'm not gonna read it out loud again. Prince. And then there's the Gavin guy. Okay, well... Maybe if I present the mirror to you. So, this was the thing that led you to the car. Yes, sir. The mirror you knocked off was just the clue we needed. Good work, Apollo. Of course you might say. I was the one who made solving that case possible. You don't get points for knocking off a car mirror. What this?
Look, my panties. They came back to Mama.
Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Trucy special ordered those. Startling display of parental concern. I'd hate to have to buy a new pair. Ugh. Make that a not so startling display of cheapskatedness. Cell phone. Whose cell phone is this? Actually a relief to be so thoroughly ignored. Phoenix, this is so unlike you. It's a completely new character. Guess we just move then. Anyone home? Nope. Let's go back to the agency. No one's here. Anything new? Well, there's new right here. How's Spoon doing? Guy Eldune's dog. Doesn't look too lively. They say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions. The blue tarp Mr. Eldune used to cover his noodle stand. Robbed of its purpose, it blows in the wind. Alone. How poetic. Alone, Eldune's noodles bowl lies on the ground. The bone bowl, tipped on its side, it's kind of surreal. Well, Apollo. Never took you for a poet. Let's see. Police car? Police car is parked on the front of, parked in the front of Mekti's clinic. It's empty. Police must be inside investigating. Front entrance to the Mekti's clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Hot dang, my hair looks good. Here. Out here. Anything new? Bum is not here, which is strange. An impressive gate befitting the Kitaki mansion.
Look at the nameplate. Kitaki. It's so cool, short and blunt, like any good gangster. Ooh, let's change our name. How about WAA? Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think?
No comment. Guess we really have to talk to MS Sky or something. Talk. You're not eating snacks anymore, right? Case. Detective Sky? Oh, nope, it's still snack time. Munch, 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 munch. Who's he? Next defense attorney. I mean, it has to be Phoenix, but, probably try to look around here.
Hey there, no messing with the crime scene again. You need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically.
She's not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she?
Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious.
I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to know this. What is she talking about? We already checked out the noodle stand. Oh, there it is. The noodle stand. So what do we do? present something. Use these panties. How about the map? Or the mirror? Hey. Eating snacks, yes. Is eating snacks, I'd say. What about this? Please just take something, anything. Well, I think it's safe to say I'm officially stuck. What am I supposed to do here? Am I missing something? Something very out of place that I'm just not seeing? Everything looks, same as before. Anything in here? No. Alright, well, what leads do we have? Well, do we have any leads?
One moment. Kazam! Zing!
Whoa, where'd all this evidence come from? What happens next?
That's it. Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, neat. Wonder if that actually means anything. Like, we have to do something with our badge. We presented our badge to Emma already, right? What our badge? What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. Guess some 7 years are longer than others. That came out awkwardly. Some 7 years are longer than others. Okay. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I haven't played for only like 3 days, and you're telling me I'm stuck already? What's going on here? Maybe Eldoon's like in his house. Still here.
Someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton? Painted gold?
There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
Screams something, that's for sure. Let's see, what's in my court record? I have a bowl. Cell phone. Check this. Don't really have anything to look at except for this like little stopwatch. I wanted to know the time. You could just look at the phone itself.
Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo.
Thanks. Some respect.
So what does it tell you?
Well, you know, this phone doesn't think through the details, for one.
They did drop their phone after all. kind of figured they were a little spacey already.
Oh, good point. Whose phone is this? Wait, no reason to check her prop panties again. What am I supposed to do? Where do I go? I'm not going to look at a guide right now. Well, the only person we can talk to is Mo, right? The park. Well, let's just try to talk again. Her story. Alright. Is it ever not snack time for you? Who's he? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Alright, let's talk to Phoenix again. I don't know, maybe we'll find something. I'm just missing something very obvious here, I bet. Mysterious Prince. Crime scene just like Gavin. Did he now? Javier Gavin. But murder. Ugh. I am a little bit frustrated right now. I have like very little leads. All the people I want to talk to are gone. They're just gone.
What's that, Polly? Oh, I know. Want to see a magic trick? Well, you've come to the right girl. Watch as I make that evidence disappear forever.
Whoa, no, don't, please. Sorry, my bad. Oops, kind of bumped my controller on the mic there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Why is no one here? That's what I don't get. No one's here. No one's in the mansion. Not anyone in the crime scene. It's got rhythm, actually. Maybe he plays in a band. Big wastebasket by the park entrance.
We're going to search through the trash? Through the trash?
I don't think we need to.
Oh no, please, knock yourself out. Don't mind me, I'll be waiting over here.
Just so we're clear, searching through the trash isn't a hobby of mine, okay? There's this old lady still. Still looks like that. Looks like that woman's still causing trouble. Look, no one goes in. That means you.
Oh, what's the difference? Let me go. Ow! Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry.
That's it, I'm suing. But I might change my mind for $5.
What is she, some kind of con artist? Damn, the old lady plotline is moving along. What is this in the basket? Hmm. This guy. What the hell do I have to do to you? I got this from Phoenix Wright. Okay, well, I'm an attorney. How about this? It's going nowhere fast. You know what? I don't want to stay here forever. I'm going to just look up a little walkthrough here, just to see what I need to do to progress. I know I said it's going to be a blind playthrough, but... sometimes you just kind of have to look something up because you're stuck. Oh, right. I need to go and inspect that blue top hat. I completely forgot about that. And he did not repeat it, so... I had no idea of knowing. Well, I feel like that's fair, right? I could look at a guide for that. Alright, no more guides. So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Whoa! You know what this is, Trucy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. Oh, this is getting more and more suspicious. Oh no. White powder. White powder placed gingerly into pocket. Let's go talk to that detective. She's sure to know what that white powder is. Alright, finally. Holy shit. People Park. White powder. Mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Detective Sky's mood. Can I inspect this at all? Examine. What is there to examine? A label? The bottle has a label on it. Can you read it? Not a word. I'm not sure I speak whatever language this is written in. That's too bad. Guess we're stuck with this mysterious bottle of white powder. Lick it. Does this ring any bells? Is that? It couldn't. Where did you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sort of. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were? Juicy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Phoenix Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter, and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can.
Oh, thanks. You could start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice.
This powder is used for detecting fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright.
White powder memories. Phrasing. That conjures some very weird mental images.
If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. We'll dust for prints.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Alright, let's dust cell phone, why not?
Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. You need more than just scientific help. But ask me anything you like. Just ask scientifically.
That's our Emma. Alright, let's just talk.
The report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body.
But why?
There was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I still wouldn't be here. I would still be here.
Well, what was the cause of death?
A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. Pistol? Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age.
Unless you're a cop. Or a gangster.
Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Merktis.
Merktis?
I just received the autopsy report, in fact.
Merktis' autopsy report added to the court record.
I mean, really? What's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know.
Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand's owner is... Guy Eldoon.
Who's the old guy?
This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself.
He's famous in this part of town.
Oh god, that was awful.
He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job.
Kids?
It saved me a lot of work. Thanks.
Oh, now we have the noodle stand.
What sort of person was the victim anyway? You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor.
Doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. But your story.
Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene.
Detective Sky.
I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Ooh, were you studying abroad? Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs. Just like that. Why didn't you become a forensics expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I have a lot of favors to repay to people back here.
Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left?
What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. But Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them. Really? I had no idea.
She's been out of the country for a while. She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. Yeah, should we tell her? Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes?
Waki Kitaki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around violently in the detention center. I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place?
You are a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance?
Actually, yes, I am.
Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime.
Eh?
The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. What?
The witness? The victim? Could you tell us a bit more about the victim?
Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off too, from the sound of it. So the clinic's name is the Merrick's Clinic.
Yep. Just as I suspected.
Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there. What? You've been to the clinic?
Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand.
I see. So that means Dr. Merrick T stole the stand and pulled it all the way here?
That seemed to be the case.
Why?
Don't ask me. That is strange. Why would Merrick T's be the one to pull the stand? In the autopsy, cause of death, single bullet to the right temple. Hal Merrick Teese, age 46, male. Estimated time of death, June 14th, between 10:15 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. Cause of death, damage to brain resulting from bullet wound. Seems reasonable. Noodle stand. Mr. Eldune's noodle stand. Victim died pulling it. Oh, check it out. It's got like a little sign.
Huh? Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Eldune spelled his name backwards on this side.
I think that says noodle. As in Eldune's noodles.
Huh. Oh, I get it. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forward or backwards.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S.
Well, how about a store called Team Meat?
Close, but that would be Tame Mate backwards. And
What kind of store is that? Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's Team Meat.
what the fuck? She's too adorable. She's too pure. Eldune. What is this? Soup. Salt. It's the whole barrel of soup. Well, nothing really here to look at, right?
Why did Dr. Merrick T die like this? Pulling a noodle stand. Very strange. Inconceivable. I just don't get it. Some people just can't die normally.
He's dead. Give him a break.
Fingerprint analysis is the very basis of modern forensic science. Doesn't just talking about it leave you breathless with excitement?
Oh yes. Breathless. Actually, it does sound kind of interesting.
Let me know if you find any evidence that might have a print or two, alright?
Well, I presented the cell phone, right? About this mirror. About the bowl. Come on, it's a cell phone. Of course someone would be holding it. How about the panties? No. Alright, well. I guess we're done here. Maybe? Let's go to Elden's house now. Maybe you'll find something here? No? About Lucky, where is he? No, he's not here either. Alright, well, we have some things. How about the noodle stand? Nope. About fingerprint powder. Autopsy report? Nope. Maybe it is Emma. Maybe we have to do something with her. Hmm. How do we show her stuff? I mean, we just present, right? But about my badge? Ah, an attorney's badge. It reminds me when Mr. Wright was still defending. Everything I have now is thanks to him. Remember, help as many people as you can. That's your job.
She's right, Polly. Let's make a difference. Something wrong?
No, nothing. I actually felt inspired for a moment there. What do I do? What do I do? What the hell do I do? Yum. Yes, yum. I don't feel yum right now. I'm not feeling yum. How do I present, move, examine, talk? Guess we can examine the crime scene now, right? There's got to be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Jeez, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Another pair of underwear!
Wow, Apollo. You're a genius at finding panties.
Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't... Yeah, those are plums, right? They're...
They're not mine.
These have been stolen too? Bloomer is added to the court record. Oh, there we go. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. Mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed.
You think the victim was the noodle stand thief?
What, you think someone killed him because he stole it?
Yeah. Taking care of business. Little plum Kentucky style.
Try not to sound too eager about that, please. Benches line the river running through the park.
A little urban oasis. Bad children come here to splash around in the water.
That river's a little deep for splashing. And a little dirty.
Well, they could listen to the water and pretend they were playing.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen people actually do that in public parks, right? I don't know. Let's examine this. And this is Mr. Eldune's noodle stand, obviously.
It does say Eldune in big letters, doesn't it?
That mark on his paper lantern there looks familiar.
It's going to be a little weird telling him with, what with a corpse and all.
Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases.
That's right. Congratulations, Apollo.
And leaves us with 1 case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder. The tarps have been placed on the ground around the stand.
Apollo, I bet the victim was going to have a picnic here.
I guess he could have eaten all the noodles he wanted.
Don't touch those.
Those are preserving the crime scene. Oh, guess the police put those tarps around here after all. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's go give this back to Plum. Plum's not here. But we go back to right. Hey, we have bloomers now. Should have believed to be so thoroughly ignored. Let's check this. Oh. These bloomers sure have a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance.
That way, she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius.
I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Oh, maybe we have to give this to Emma. Whole lot of clicking. Alright, fingerprint this? Maybe? No. It's not. Let's move to the detention center then. Alright, Walkie has to be here, right? Please? No? What? Okay, maybe we have to go to Eldian. No one's home. Cheese Clinic? Garage? No? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Everything's in shambles. Can't find Plum. Can't return her things. Examine fingerprints to detect and match prints. Okay, so I need to show her evidence and stuff, right? So how about this cell phone, please? Please take the cell phone, I swear. Ugh. I have evidence. I have it. This is frustrating. Well, I look at the guide again. Take some damage to my pride. You know, sometimes it feels like you're getting soft locked or something. But in reality, you're just missing something very simple. I don't know what. Did I do that? Maybe we need to take another look around here. Tarp is this. What is this? It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise. Ah, there we go, finally. Fucking finally.
Ooh, lingo.
The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv.
A handprint? And there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate.
Alright, it's choosing it for me.
Right, first, choose the fingerprint you want to examine.
Choose a fingerprint?
Look closely at the handle. See? There's more than one fingerprint there. Those black spots?
That's right.
Pick the one you want to analyze.
Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why the up option on my controller isn't working. Okay, now it's working.
Right. Let's get detecting.
Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement.
First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Just touch the screen, like this. See? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder. So you just dust it on and blow it off. Blow? It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? You put your lips together. Wow, amazing. It's like magic. Isn't it, though?
Right, let's give it a shot.
Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder.
That's for prints. Okay, so I just click. Right, I don't know how the microphone function on a Citra works. Need to check the controls for that. Audio, microphone input type, but real device. Oh, it actually works. Holy shit. You can actually use an actual microphone. That's amazing.
Good, clear. Quite impressive. Next, to match the print. The police office has samples so you can tell whose fingerprint this belongs to.
That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print.
Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already.
It's probably Waki's, right? To compare. It's a match. This is just like the Rise from the Ashes stuff. Match found. So, the fingerprints do belong to the defendant.
Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm dimming.
Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. Chin up, Polly.
Trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Alright, knife added to the court record.
So, have you met the defendant?
No.
Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center.
You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, it's like a right tradition.
Some traditions I can live without. We're truly carrying on the torch. No Plum. No Alita either. Haven't seen her in a while.
Sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. But we still have 3 minutes.
I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything.
The father's talking in the private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest?
I mean the suspect's father.
Father. Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kitaki himself.
Someone I care to meet.
Thought you. You're the one on your way out, old.
What the fuck? Ah, they're here. Oh shit.
Is that... Those are his eyebrows? Or is that just his very, very empty eye sockets?
He has a cute apron though. Love the apron.
Whoa, this guy radiates power.
Power. The cute apron. Hey, don't hate on it.
Iwaki's lawyer. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki. Or that of the Kitaki family. Capiche?
Actually, I came to speak with your son.
Mr. Justice.
Yes?
My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear.
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life.
I don't feel so good. What's the big idea, old man?
Oh. What does this guy sound like? Oh, just some like whiny brat, right?
You just treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I wanted to go to Clink. I feel like it here.
You must be Waki?
A G's not a G till he does hard time, bizoy.
What year is this guy living in?
You'll see. When I get out of here, things will change.
Silence! My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that.
You can't take me under your wing like this, this time, old man. You heard me. I don't need no trial. I did it.
I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. Feel like Big Wins is a real clan at this point. So much for talking to our client.
But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun, at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial?
Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
Would like to see that. To be continued. Let us save. Oh shit. It's trial time. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today? No, I'm willing to bet money. Sorry. I'm going against the other Gavin. I need water. Yeah, talking with a dry mouth is not not easy.
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yes, he smiled. He smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Yes, fine, we'll be fine. Here comes justice. Started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training.
I'm fine, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's fucking walkie. Good morning.
Yo, sup? Hit me with a guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here.
See? That's the difference between you and me, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm with Big Wins on this one.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fears realized. Trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. June 16th, 10 a.m. Yo, spy check. Glad to see you here. Yep, it's Gavin. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Okay, this guy's voice. I've kind of voiced him before with the other Gavin, I guess. He's just German? I can't do German, dude. Metal rocker. Yeah, metal rocker seems like seems alright. He's just the cooler Gavin. What does a metal rocker sound like? Ready to rock and roll, Air Judge.
It's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor?
It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your friends when 3 of your singles go platinum. Yeah? Okay, he is German. Super German. I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Herr Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see true strength? The little boy who bested my brother. It's worth canceling a show or two. Understood. So is this guy out for revenge or something? You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking. Is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. And that's no way to get the crowd jumping, Air Judge. You're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Achtung, baby. Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Oh shit, it's time to rock out. Sometimes you have to get on up, and sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down. To prosecuting. This is crazy. victim, Val Marktes, director of the Marktes Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found playing a noodle stand. Oh yeah. Holy shit. This guitar is going off. What in the world was the doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant, right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone, Air Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. This guy. This fucking guy. German rock star prosecutor. 3 things that I... Actually, we've had German prosecutors before, right? But this is something else. Nine, not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Gavin?
The motive, Air Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Marktes Clinic?
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that.
Oh? But what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said.
What? Yeah, just homies.
What is right? You always say that on stage, you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like you got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in this crime. So, you, son, are the defendant. Waki, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official. You best be prepared to step into jail. Got to hand it to him. Waki sure has guts.
It's not his guts I'm worried about. Yeah, it's his fucking loud mouth. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Alright, right into it, huh? Waki Kitaki's truth.
I tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about a half a year ago. He messed up something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying you were one of the victim's patients?
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True that. I'll tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this.
Alright. You know, for being just his brother, they look basically identical. They have the same hairstyle, too. Talking about the prosecutors, the Gavins. The doctor was a quacker. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor.
Who asked you, Pointy Locks? Just who do you think you are?
Your lawyer?
Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple.
I want more details about that. I want to know what he did. By someone, you mean... Is there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Or is there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean.
You better ask someone else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style.
But why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man.
This guy is trying way too hard. So you were a patient at the Merrick's clinic half a year ago. For what reason?
I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Can you explain precisely what was wrong?
We had a little run-in with the Rivalis family. That's when I pulled a jack move and ran into an ambush. She busted a cap right at me.
According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself.
Hey, that was more than a match for those guys.
So you were carried to the Merrick's clinic from there. Apparently, he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart, and he's still alive? Holy shit. So this dude is a quack, but is able to save a guy that was shot in the heart.
I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned to catch them with my heart.
Oh, I see. Stopped before his heart.
Bullet just stopped short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. Oh, okay. He's a quack.
That ain't all of it, Holmes.
Lets me go. What do you mean he just lets you go without a word?
What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though your doctor wished to hide his mistake. Doctor! This is why he let the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a better G than me.
Deactivate my pain inhibitors. Get another doc to patch me up again. So this bullet is still...
You know it. I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart.
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice.
Word, J-Man. Ain't no accident, that's what shizzle.
Seems that there were issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was doing the world a favor.
Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that.
Chin up, Apollo. Back straight.
But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup?
That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy.
A relief to hear.
Eh? What's a relief?
Oh? Did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you.
What?
Yes, and a doctor, Merrick's, had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way, that's whacked.
There's proof. Your checkup report. It's checkup report added to the court record.
Ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping. Holy shit. Let's get this gig started.
Started?
We've had enough of warm-up. Wow. I really cannot read. Holy shit. We've had enough of a warm-up act. Yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Maki sure is quiet. Oh, that's not her voice at all. Maki sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Who's the witness? Oh. You're a new face. So, you will tell us your name and occupation. This guy goes to school. That's his personality. He just makes whatever school he goes to his entire personality. He just says, oh, I go to X school. I'm so smart. Wesley Stickler. Oh, he's one of these types, huh? However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, confusion is not gestalt per se, but derives from the vagueness inherent in all representations of thought. By which he means to say that he's a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Science and Engineering? Really? Wasn't he going on about, like, philosophy and shit? Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Well, Mr. Stickler, please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplistically what I saw, however, understand that Homo sapiens... Okay, buddy, please. Just shut the fuck up. He's definitely got the social intelligence of an engineer. Yeah. What's up, Wolf? That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping, when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Okay, that's just a load of bullshit. Was there anyone else in the park at the time? Just finished work? Oh, you're on the bus right now. Cool. I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. You know, I really have to hear Javier's objection to really get a gauge on what he sounds like. That's what I need. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy, why are you staring at the witness? That man, I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Seen him?
Definitely also talks like a first year who made it into ranked to a high ranked uni. Yeah. They really are. This guy's a third year. He never grew up. I want to check out my record here. I'm gonna check this report. Patient's name, Waki Kitaki, age 19. He's only 19. Male. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. What about this gun? 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Well, it is a gun. What's this? Whoa! Don't point that thing at me!
Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of.
Very reassuring. So, it really is just a gun. Well, we have many contradictions here. When you saw them, a man pulling a stand, another man facing him. Well, let's just press everything, I guess. For completion's sake. On the way home from shopping, you say? I go through the park. Ah, fascinating inquiry. Revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. On average, it requires me 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Ergo, the time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes and 48 seconds. However, in the case that the questions are in the verbal category, admittedly not... that's enough. Enough, I get the idea. Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. Please. I have a recording booked after this trial.
And I've got a show to perform.
Geez, sorry you're all so busy. Everyone just has other jobs, and I'm just the only guy that's a lawyer and nothing else. Are these men talking by any chance? Oh, now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, "You lied to me." Oh, and, "I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine, pal." It's just as our defendant claims. I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart. That's true, but this is a vital piece of testimony. Sounds like he heard them clearly enough to me. Hold it. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? What now? To be precise, you did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear it on my diploma. What's the difference? This other man, who was he? Guessing the victim was the defendant. How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. Would have been too dark. Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier. You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. Do you know why? Cares. Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes. Wow. He really is just a dipshit. This relates to your testimony, how? Not only is he very up on his high horse, but he also is one of those guys that is hyper competitive in academics. You hate to see that. I mentioned this to illustrate my predisposition to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say, yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night.
He's at the back so I wouldn't sleep. You could sleep without being judged. Hey. That's valid.
It is a hard, immutable fact.
He sure is confident.
Seems to be telling the truth, too. Well, the pistol.
One sec, guys. Okay. Had to go blow my nose. Was feeling very stuffy. I always get stuffy. Super late. Anyway. You know, I'm more of a front to like middle guy when it comes to seating. Everyone has their preferences, I guess. Pointed at the man pulling the stand. Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one just submitted as evidence? Am I sure? Surely you jest. Also, a common witness would be tempted to say. Huh? Yet I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park, which is indeed my field of vision due to insufficient levels of illumination. But consider that the pistol, let us call Object A. Okay. Alright, dude. I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly. My badge for a normal witness. Yet the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. In the front, square in the forehead. Alright, this one was an easy one. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Where's the autopsy report? There it is. That's all of it. I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing? I see. Air Justice? Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. Autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right. A problem. Problem. Yes. The problem is the location of the entry wound. Location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I've already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I meant not the geometrical absolute. What do I mean this? For example, the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle, as we all know. It is well known fact that they're rare, invisible to them. Mr. Justice? Yes? Is your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is the big time. You are obsessed with something so small?
You disappoint me. No, I'm not obsessed with something big. Yeah, wink wink. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. You dull. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. The temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Paolo, you need to be sure of yourself. Where's your confidence? It is, right? Finally.
Objection!
Oh, that's what he sounds like? Herr Justice, oh, Herr Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Yeah. What is this? He's like sucking up his cheeks constantly, you know? You ever tried to do that? Like kind of put your cheek fat in between your jaws. I feel like he's doing that constantly. Hey, Herr Forehead. Forehead? Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Herr Forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ah! The victim turned his head at the last moment. Ugh. Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory. Seems like an addendum to the testimony is required. Addendum. Other. In the part 2. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two! I cried, with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed. With composure. Yes, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple as in the report. That checks out. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Wow, such power. I'm impressed. You want a gold star too? Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. So, you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened? It can be said we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. Well, it's certainly very brave of you. You might have gotten shot.
You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. No. It actually looks like he has no idea if he's in danger.
Yeah, turns out the guy who tries to act very smart is actually very stupid. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. Oh, he has a very high voice, huh? I don't think I can I can handle that right now. And the victim responded to that clarion call. Quite. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed. I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask you for help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have he didn't have time to take a single step.
I'm totally sure that's that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler saw him. Startled him.
Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? You seem quite surprised, especially considering it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, then panicked. A common fairy tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action, fled from the scene. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't the time.
Something about that strike you as autopilot?
What?
Killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and then tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. Ah, but he wiped the prints off.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Find something? Find what?
I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go.
Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now?
At least the testimony's getting a little clearer.
He's right. Maybe we can find something to use in this new testimony. Yeah, we know it was wiped. Oh, that was the wrong button. Ugh. Well, I'm tired. Should have drank more coffee. Actually, you know what? Probably shouldn't have. It's fine. Coffee this late is not good for you whatsoever. It's the pistol, right? I mean, the fingerprints were wiped off. Objection! Wait a second. Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again? Oh boy. One sec. Had to clear my nose again. Oh, we intended to wait just that, a single second, 1/16 60th of a minute. That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. Am I to understand that you're objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. A common ploy. Made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer just tossed the gun and ran.
That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
Oh, we got him. Little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little.
Then let's think like adults, shall we? How do I pronounce this? Actually, though, I don't know. Whatever, I'll just say Fraulein. Fraulein? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo.
Well, it's Fraulein. I mean, you could be right. I honestly have no idea. Well, Mr. Justice? Could the killer have been wearing gloves? No way, because we know the knife has fingerprints on it. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. Fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, you wouldn't have time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. Well, that sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections?
Gibbs, Apollo. Let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how hard you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
You mean nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Is what obvious?
When he restated that he saw, what he saw just now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Walkie threw away.
You're right.
He's just confused because the pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect, and yet so wrong.
Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Oh my God. Please, my head. What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else.
At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? The knife, I guess. No. They threw away the bloomers. What the witness really saw was this. Or something like it. Penalty. What? What do you mean? It was like right there. Fuck. It didn't even warrant a wisecrack, did it? Shit, I should have saved. Whatever. Throw it at the scene. The killer. Well, if I say the knife, then that's gonna put suspicion on Wonky, right? Throw away. Before fleeing the scene. That means it had to be something from the crime scene. Before it has to be this. Is that a sword? Saw one of those on the late night movie last night. Great, sleep-deprived judge. And a sleep-deprived streamer, too. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? A single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, hair forehead. You're forgetting two other things that you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man to the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Indeed. Never underestimated Gavin in his lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it will behoove us to hear about what really happened. Less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on the foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left the arm. Left after him. What is he saying? How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said. Assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Alright, from shot to call. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yet, what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Yes, quadratic equations. Just what you need in a life or death scenario. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else in there? Seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Is it not, Mr. Justice? Better find a way to take this testimony down quick. We'll do that next time. I am really tired right now. You can probably tell it from my voice. And how I cannot read for the life of me. Yeah. Let's save here. Nope. Let's return to the title screen. We'll get back to cross-examining this dipshit in the next Apologistice stream. The next stream will be on Sunday night, as per usual. We will be streaming more Near Replicant, which means that next time we'll be playing Ace Attorney on... That will be on Tuesday next week. Yes. Yes. Alright, well, that, I thank you all for watching me. Thanks Spycheck and Diihaa for hanging out. Yeah, I hope you all have a good night. And take care of yourself. And make sure to drink water. Oh, I'm so fucking thirsty right now. Alright. Time for me to get some sleep. I'll see you later.